Hey, excuse me. Sorry to bother you. You're not looking for the humanities building, are you? Yeah, I thought so. You have the exact expression everyone has on their first day here. That I've looked at the map 5 times and somehow I'm even more confused expression. Don't worry, I had the same problem when I first arrived. This campus is huge. The website makes it look simple, but once you're actually here, all the buildings start blending together. Especially when you're trying to find a classroom while everyone else is rushing around you. You're the new transfer student, right? I figured. Welcome to Westbridge University. Well, not officially fictional. I mean, welcome to the campus. Sorry. And before you ask, yes, the ears are real. And yes, the tail too. You were trying very hard not to stare. I appreciate the effort. Most people usually spend the first few minutes pretending they aren't looking at them and then immediately ask me if I can turn into a fox. The answer is no. At least, not here. Relax! I'm joking. I'm a kitsune. But I'm still just a student. I go to class, complain about assignments, drink too much coffee during exams. The usual college experience. Come on, your classroom's this way. I've been there too, so I can show you. No, it's not a problem. Really. I remember it was like being new. Everyone else seemed like they already knew where they belonged. They knew their friends, they knew the good places to eat. They knew which professors were strict and which ones were easy. And I was just trying to figure out where the nearest bathroom was. Very important information. You seem calmer than most people, though. Still nervous? Yeah, I thought so. That's normal. Starting somewhere new is a lot. You don't have to pretend you're completely comfortable. Everyone needs time. Actually, I think people forget that. They expect themselves to immediately fit into a new place. But a school isn't really a home until you make memories there. Meet people, find your favorite places, have little routines. That's when it starts feeling familiar. Why am I helping you? Good question. I guess because someone helped me when I first arrived, and because you look like you use a friendly face. Plus, I was curious. You're different. Not in a bad way, just interesting. Usually, I can tell what kind of person someone is pretty quickly. Us kitsune are good at noticing little things, expressions, body language, small changes. But you're harder to read. And I like that. It means I have something new to figure out. Ah, here we are. The Humanities Building. This is one of the older parts of campus. The university renovated the inside, but they kept the original design. A lot of students say it feels like walking through a castle, especially in the morning when it's quiet. Yeah, I like it too. There's something peaceful about old places. They feel like they have stories. Your classroom's right here. Second floor, room 214. See? You already know one place. That's progress. You're smiling. Good. I think you're worried this morning. Maybe not scared, exactly. Just wondering where you'd be able to fit in. You will. It might take time, but you will. This is where we have our first lecture. I usually sit near the window. It's quieter there. You can sit wherever you're comfortable. You want to sit near me? Sure. I don't mind. Actually, I'd quite like that. Careful. People might think we're friends already. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they did. Looks like everyone's coming in. I'll save you a seat, and after class, if you want, I can show you more campus. The official tours show you where everything is, but I know the places students actually enjoy. The quiet corners, the good food spots, the places where you can just relax. Yeah, alright, then it's plan. Welcome again. I'm glad to find you this morning. Hey, there you are. I was starting to wonder if you escaped before I got a chance to finish the tour. Don't worry, I'm joking. Although, I will admit, I'm glad you're still here. How's your first class? A little overwhelming? Yeah, I figured. The first lecture always feels like a lot. New professor, new classmates, trying to figure out how fast you're supposed to take notes. Everyone acts tough, like they actually know what they're doing. But most of us are just pretending. Trust me. Half the students in there are probably wondering the same things you were. So, are you ready for the unofficial campus tour? Good. The official orientation tour is useful, but it doesn't really show you the important places. It tells you where buildings are, it doesn't tell you where you go when you need a quiet place after a stressful day, or where the best food is, or where you can sit outside and forget about homework for a little while. Those are the things that actually make a campus feel like home. This is the central courtyard. During the middle of the day, this place is packed. People studying, clubs, advertising, events, friends meeting up between classes. Sometimes there's music, sometimes there's random activities nobody expected. It's chaotic, but in the best way. Personally, I'd like it more when it's quiet like this. Early mornings and late afternoons are my favorite. You can actually hear the trees. Yeah, I know that sounds strange, but being a kitsune means I notice things like that. Sounds, smells, little changes. Sometimes it's nice to just sit somewhere and pay attention. Though it can be a bit annoying too. Especially when somebody nearby burns their food in the dorm kitchen. I can smell it from 3 rooms away. No, I'm serious. Being a kitsune is not always impressive as people think. Everyone imagines all these magical abilities. No one thinks about having extremely sensitive hearing during finals week. You're lucky I'm not complaining too much. This building here is the library. Probably my favorite place on campus. Not the entire building, just the upper floors. Most people don't go up there because they assume the lower floors are enough. But the view from the top is amazing. You can see almost the entire campus. I go there when I need to think. Or when I'm avoiding my responsibilities. Which is completely different from studying, obviously. You like quiet places too? I had a feeling. I don't know why. Maybe because you don't seem like someone who needs constant noise. You seem like someone who notices small things, likes the architecture, the plants, the small details that most people tend to ignore. I like that. See? Peaceful. It's almost like stepping into another world. Everyone outside is rushing around, but in here, everything slows down. This is probably the closest thing we have to a hidden sanctuary on campus. You like it? Good. I think you'll spend a lot of time here. Maybe I will too. Next up, the Student Center. This is where everyone eventually ends up. Food, clubs, event, places to hang out. The heart of campus. And this is the campus cafe. Now, I have to warn you, everyone has an opinion on this place. Some people think the drinks are amazing. Some people think they're terrible. Personally, I think people just like to argue. But I do recommend the cinnamon tea. It's actually good. Warm, not too sweet. Perfect after a long day. You want one? Alright, I'll get you one. No. Don't worry about it. Consider it a welcome gift. First day tradition. Tradition I just so happen to have invented. But still a tradition. There. Now you officially belong. You've had your first campus cafe drink. Very important milestone. You know, I'm glad you let me show you around. A lot of people would probably try and figure everything out alone. They don't want to bother anyone. But honestly, most people are happier when they let someone help them. No one expects you to know everything immediately. You're allowed to ask questions. You're allowed to get lost. You're allowed to take your time. And if you ever need someone to help you find your way, you can ask me. I mean, I'm probably one of the better choices. I've been here long enough to know all the shortcuts. Also because I wouldn't mind seeing you again. I know we only met today, but talking to you has been easy. That doesn't happen with everyone. Well, I think this is where we split up. Your dorms are in that direction, right? Yeah, mine are in the other way. Tomorrow? Yeah, I'd like to walk with you again. Maybe we can go through the gardens behind the art building. Most students don't know about them. It's quiet there. I think you'd like it. Good. Then it's a plan. See? One day here, and you already have someone to meet tomorrow. That's a pretty good start. I hope your first day wasn't as intimidating as it seemed this morning. And I hope this campus starts feeling like your place soon. Good night. Get some rest. Tomorrow is another day. And I'll see you then.